It's great to have you this afternoon. Boy, are we excited for what's to come. It's going to be an absolutely thrilling match of footy, no doubt. My name is Bonnie Jensen and I'll be taking you through the match this afternoon. It is, of course, the Chatham Cup semi-final, the clash between our team, our home team, Eastern Suburbs, and the visitors, Hamilton Wanderers. I'm joined by Jake Moosebelly in the commentary box. He is a player of this team, coming back from injury. Extraordinary player, extraordinary person, extraordinary coach. Moose, welcome.
Thank you, Bonnie. It's good to be here. I'm really excited for today's game, and I'm betting it's going to be super competitive. You can hear the noise already. A lot of fans down here today, which is great to see.
It's absolute scenes down here at Medill's Farm. I've actually got goosebumps up my arms. I mean, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Medill's this packed and this, you know, super exciting to have you here on ESAFC TV. If you can't make it down, you know, we'll be bringing you through today's match. And here are the two teams lining up. We're going to run through the starting 11 for both sides. In Hamilton Wanderers, we've got in goal number 1, Matthew Oliver. Number 4, Joseph Harris. 5, Brock Messenger. 7, Mark Jones. Number 9, Jordan Lamb. 10, Dylan Morris. Number 17, Xavier Pratt. 18, Connor Prophet. Number 19, Aaron Bayliss. Let's go Grunwald. On the bench for Hamilton, we've got 23, Townsend. 2, Sass. Number 11, Shaw. 14, Clout. And number 15, Singh. And the team we all love on ESAFC TV. Our team, Eastern Suburbs. In goal this afternoon, number 1, Joe Knowles. Back from his red card suspension, number 3, Tyler Lisette. Pacey everywhere, all over the pitch. Number 4, Calvin Carloa. Our captain, our goal scorer, our favourite person, number 7, Michael Bilt. And back in the starting 11 for, you know, some time. It's great to see him here back. Number 10, Adam Thurston. Number 17, the Bald Horse, although we also know him as Stephen Hoyle. Number 20, Jake Michelle. Number 27, Calvin Opperman. 29, Finn Coe. Number 30, Arian Raj. And 31, Jackson Jarvie. On the bench for Eastern Suburbs, we've got number 6, Jaden Vanderheiden. Number 8, Sam Twigg. Number 21, Ryan Verney. 22, Ralph Rutherford. And number 23, Addison Stewart. And just reading out those Eastern Suburbs substitutes, I mean, that's our strongest bench we've had all season. Moose, would you agree?
I think this is the strongest team we've had all season, to be fair. You've got senior players coming back, looking good. Super excited.
It's going to be absolutely thrilling today. And, of course, it is the semi-final. The winner today will go through to the Chatham Cup final for 2022, and we're underway. Adam Thurston plays back to his brother-in-law, Stephen Hoyle, knocks it long, looking for Jake Michelle early, and Jarvie looking for Michael Bilk. Can Michael Bilk get in across here? Bilty, it's a great ball and early chance for Eastern Suburbs. And Adam Thurston's gone down, not what we want, but he's holding his head. Of course, the referee has to stop pretty quickly when there's a head knock. He seems to have set up quite quickly, and the referee's hand up saying don't come on to the physio, so all is well. And thankfully Adam Thurston, we wouldn't want to lose him, would we, Moose, this early?
No, definitely not. I think in terms of quality, possibly Eastern Suburbs' best player. Really, we will be really key in unlocking the defence, and obviously we know he's got a goal in him. His National League season a few years ago for us was, you know, Eastern Suburbs' second top scorer behind Martin Bueno, so it's great to have him playing and fit, fingers crossed, for the whole game.
Yeah, that was my hesitation. I mean, you know, he hasn't played. He came on against Waiheke in the last round for about 10 minutes or so, and, you know, that was the most he's played all season. So hopefully he will last. And Michael Bilt here, a good chance. He's muscled up. It's a good ball in, no run on the back post, and Calvin Opperman will go again from the other side. Young Finn Coe here, some nice footwork. Here he goes. Calling for a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty, is it?
A bit hopeful, that one. Notice a tactical decision that I heard Bilty talking about before the game, to play into the wind in the first half to try and get an advantage in the second half. So bright start though by Eastern Suburbs. Hopefully they can keep it going and make the pressure count soon. Nice idea there. Adam Thurston just caught making us run a little bit early.
And the pitch is looking good. I mean, this is a pretty good setup for Medill's farm, is it not?
Yeah, it was mowed yesterday and this morning, so it's nice and short. Hopefully the ball should roll well. Chance here though for Hamilton from a set piece.
And not a bad start from Eastern Suburbs. Two very good chances.
Yeah.
However, Hamilton here, chance to get an early lead. Connor Probert taking this kick here, and it's going to give us some good intel as to how dangerous Wanderers are going to be off the set pieces, and Coe does well there, and it's a good strike. Derek Taiku, he's going to be one to watch this afternoon.
Yeah, he's the danger player. Last time in the league we played them, he scored 2 against us, and obviously, you know, he's very, very good for them. He'll be their way in, their preferred choice of attack.
And we usually do this before every game. We'll do it again without any commentator curse or anything, but score predictions this afternoon. Are we talking penalties? Are we talking extra time?
From as an Eastern Suburbs person, in my heart, I'm feeling that we take this game 2-1. I think it'll be close. They've always given us a good game, but I mean, penalties are very possible. You know, you've got two teams that are going to be trying to make sure they don't lose the game more than anything.
Of course, Hamilton are quite a bit ahead of us on the table. I think it's 4 positions. They're currently sitting 5th in the Northern League, and Eastern Suburbs 9th. So, you know, we are the underdogs coming into this match. On paper, maybe we've got a bit of a stronger team this afternoon. But here's a foul. Jackson Jarvie, the referee, telling Derek Taiku to relax, and Michael Bilt not happy with this one. And unsure if the physio is going to be called on. I think the player down here seems to be okay. So heading into the match, Hamilton, definitely the favourites. Your score prediction's 2-1. I manifested 3-1 win Eastern Suburbs. It's going to be 1-0 at half time to Eastern Suburbs, and we're going to come away with a 3-1 win. In normal time, I don't feel penalties or extra time. I don't know if I could talk for that long on the commentary, but of course we will definitely bring you that action right through here on ESAFC TV. And Eastern Suburbs dealing with this free kick again well. Hamilton still got the momentum. It's a nice ball in, and Karloa, it's a good strike. Hamilton contesting for a free kick, and Jake Michelle out of nowhere on the back post. There was a real chance for Wanderers. They're coming at us, and Joe Knowles, safety of his hands. This is a stressful time for Eastern Suburbs. I've dealt with it kind of as well as they could have. They definitely going to want to be dealing with that a bit earlier.
Yeah, I think the key is just don't give away the free kick in the first place. You know, like that, it's unnecessary. Don't even take the risk of giving away free kicks in dangerous areas because they're going to whip balls in.
And you can see Derek Taiku went down there. Stephen Hoyle, a little push in the back, but the referee hasn't called it, thankfully. And a good response from Wanderers after a few early attacks from Eastern Suburbs in the first kind of minute. Huge crowd down here, and I'm hearing from our producer James that there's also a huge crowd online. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Would love to have you join us on the Eastern Suburbs channel. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers, so just hit the button for us. Finn Coe. I mean, that's not really a high boot, is it? It looked like one, but he put his head down, and it's a good run. Raj, good clearance again. Michael Bilt kind of forced to drop right back here, and Taiku. A good turn and strike. Joe Knowles, well done, and Hamilton definitely looking dangerous.
Yeah, you can see why they're up that part of the table, and I think they're going to be making a late push for the top 4. Obviously, they're hoping that we beat Melville on Wednesday night as well, so that they can go above them in the league. And Hamilton's always been a tough game. We've struggled against them in recent seasons.
Straight Michelle there trying to win the ball. It's a foul though on Morris.
Just got to try and keep our heads a bit and stay calm, because I think that's just a bit nerves, jumping into tackles and giving away free kicks stupidly.
We love the energy though, don't we?
It's great energy. Just
need to be careful. I mean, we've already had a few red cards this season, one player in particular anyway, from probably our least malicious player, and hopefully we don't see anything like that again today. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, Tyler Lissette's had 4 red cards this season. So hopefully, you know, it just sometimes it just ruins the game, so hopefully we can avoid that today. And Stephen Hoyle cutting it fine there to Karlua. Great composure. Jarvie looking for Michelle. It's a good touch. He's brought it down. And Adam Thurston, he probably could have taken another touch there.
I think, yeah, maybe. I think the idea was clever though. He's trying to look for the dink finish to the far corner and catch the keeper out early. Sometimes it's better to hit it first time, but maybe in that situation could have taken a touch.
Shot on target then on the books for Eastern Suburbs, and is the fact Michael Bilt's having to kind of drop back so deep a concern early on?
I mean, probably a little bit to do with the wind, to be honest, and I think, you know, getting players behind the ball to defend is probably more important to stay solid at the back than worry too much about attacking at this point. We're not chasing anything. We certainly don't want to go behind.
Certainly don't want to go behind, and another chance here. Big throw-in. Jake Michelle, it's a good header out, but there's numbers there, and they've dealt with this one. They'll go again though, Wanderers. Can't even see the thrower. He's gone right back in the crowd here. It's a big one in, basically made the penalty spot, and Raj, it's a good header. Finn Coe, 50-50 tackle. They're out of danger for now, Eastern Suburbs. Taiku will reset. You can hear the bench from Wanderers saying deliver. They're obviously looking for these long balls in and putting Eastern Suburbs under pressure. It's a good ball.
I think it might be a bit hard to tell on the stream, but I think the wind is definitely playing a factor. You've seen their goalkeeper smash one from his goal box and put them all the way down in the corner. So,
and Eastern Suburbs they're playing into the wind this first half.
Yeah, just need to stay solid, shut them out, and then hopefully second half with the wind we'll be able to create a few more chances. But wouldn't be too concerned if we see a lot of play down in our half.
Nice ball out there from Hoyle, and again Hoyle's done well. It's another great ball. Jake Michelle looking, oh no, that's not Michelle, that's Opperman. Looking for Jake Michelle. Eastern Suburbs do well to get out and have the better end of the stick here. Great touch. Wanderers moving the ball well and looking to build up, but that long ball's a bit of a threat with the wind. Joe Knowles all over it and goal.
He's going to be key to helping our defence. Those balls that landed behind the back five for us, he's going to need to be able to come out and get those.
Not sure what happened here. Adam Thurston, great tackle there. Stephen Hoyle, that's absolute class, and it's a good run as well. He's done well. He's playing with an absolutely battered body. Oh, Adam Thurston, good footwork here on the touchline. Thurston not happy why his foul earlier wasn't called.
I think he's got a fair point there. He's got his foot stood on and it stopped him from being able to pass the ball. And, you know, it doesn't look like much of a foul because he's not fallen over, but I think that is a foul. But unlucky, but...
Hamilton not looking to knock it in this time. Played short, probably good thing for Eastern Suburbs. Been on the back foot with these set pieces. Messenger. Nice ball into Taiku. It's an interesting call for Eastern Suburbs to want to play into the win the first half. I'm usually kind of the one that will want to have the upper hand that first 45.
I think the thinking behind it, I spoke to Bilty, is that in the second half when there's tired legs on the pitch, it's much harder to be going into the win than it is with it. While you're fresh in the first half. Oh, well done, Joe.
Well done there from Joe Knowles.
Yeah, fresh in the first half, you're okay to go into the wind.
It's going to be a big game for Knowles today. You know, ex-Hamilton, was he Wanderers or Melville?
He was a Melville boy. But, you know, obviously...
Still knows a lot of people, right?
Massive rival to Wanderers, so he won't want to lose, but... He's been immense all season for us, and hopefully has another great performance today and keeps a clean sheet. Everyone back.
Taiku. And Eastern Suburbs are going to need to shut him down a little faster. Of course, Derek Taiku is the top goal scorer, I believe. Is that right, Moose, of the Northern League? I
think so at this point, yeah.
Just don't want to give him that opportunity to kind of turn and shoot. Yeah, but Eastern Suburbs, they're doing all right, you know. Michael Bilt. It's a good run. Looking for the cross, can't quite get it in. Throw in here for Wanderers. Winters Gill thinking it was his ball.
That's going to be an interesting battle all day, Steve Hoyle against Derek Taiku. I think Steve's obviously a great defender, but he's definitely going to need the help of Calvin Carlua, who's next to him now.
with the likes of Jaden Vanderheiden, who's been a solid defender for Eastern Suburbs. We've got him on the bench. Ryan Verney, Addison Stewart, plenty of options to bring on in this match. And as we were saying before the game, it would have to be Eastern Suburbs' strongest team today.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we've been talking about it all season, but we've been struggling with injuries, and I think you're able to see that the quality of the players on the pitch must be really good, because the guys who are on the bench have been starting most of the season. So, you know, to have like Adam Thurston back, to have Steve back properly.
Corner here for Eastern Suburbs, a chance to get ahead this afternoon.
The crowd would love to see it. There's massive attendance here tonight.
Huge crowd. I don't think I've ever seen this at Medill's Farm. It's unreal.
It's got a proper cup feel about it. I'm loving it.
Thankfully, the weather's held out for us. It is a little bit windy down on the ground, but it's a warm day. Some nice footwork there from Thurston and Built. Opperman, nice strike on target into the hands of Oliver.
I think into the wind's going to be difficult hitting long shots. We've probably got to get a bit closer to the goal, because the ball obviously slows down quite a bit.
Chance here, Jake Michelle, can he do something with it? Oh, and that's a great chance there. Michael Biltz just pinched it from up ahead, and Hamilton Wanderers, a little bit of an error there. They're going to have to watch that in Eastern Suburbs. They've done well. Jake Michelle probably could have finished that one.
I think, yeah, maybe he might rethink that. Could he have gone onto his left foot and opened up the target, make a bigger angle, make it harder for the keeper? The keeper's done well, to be fair, but...
Michael Bill, that's a good header again on target. That's a few strikes now Eastern Suburbs have had. And we're almost 20 minutes in here at Medill's Farm. Thank you so much for tuning in here on ESAFC TV. It's all go. It's probably been a little bit more Hamilton Wanderers, would you say, Jake, or it's been pretty even so far?
I think Hamilton have had a bit more dominance in terms of the ball and maybe the areas of the pitch. I still think we've had the better clear-cut chances at goal, though. And that's obviously something that, you know, we want to start taking those chances, because I feel like Hamilton, you know, they've got a very clinical striker up front, and if he gets, you know, half a chance, he's scored against us in the past. So we got to make sure that get a few goals ahead, keep the crowd comfortable, keep us comfortable up here in the commentary box.
Little foul there on Tyler Lisette. Free kick for Eastern Suburbs, but Hamilton Wanderers right back at you, and maybe this is the chance we were just talking about. Derek Taiku holds the ball up well. Oh, it's a good strike, but Joe Knowles pulls off an even better save. He's done well there. I'm not sure if that was kind of looking on target from my angle.
Yeah, that was definitely going into the corner. It was a good shot from Xavier Pratt with his weaker side, but that's what we've got to watch out for. You know, Derek Taiku in the channel, or even holding it up and then getting his attacking midfielder Xavier Pratt with chances to score. Good play from Hamilton.
And here's a set piece. Eastern Suburbs didn't look too good earlier on the set pieces. Hopefully deal with this one. Joe Knowles, well done. And I actually heard the kind of dugout down here, the Hamilton Wanderers box, kind of not happy with how their side were dealing with the set pieces. Hopefully, you know, maybe that's something we can tap into and use that to our advantage. That Hamilton, you know, don't like to deal with corners.
We've got some good corner threats. Aryan Raj, good in the air. Jake Michelle scored against Waiheke in the last round in the quarterfinal from a corner.
Not sure what Coley was trying to do there. Handed the ball over to Wanderers in a dangerous position. Lissette's done well to force it back. It's Good work here. Michelle does well. Finds Jarvie out here on this right-hand side. What can Jarvie do with it? It's a nice tackle there from Pratt. Jarvie should have probably released that one a little bit earlier. It's some good football, Moose, to start us off this afternoon.
Yeah, for sure. Hamilton this season have become a much more ball-playing team. They've gotten rid of Tommy Semi, who was obviously a really good player for them, and it's kind of forced them to get better with the ball as opposed to just relying on him and behind so much. So I'm not too surprised that we're seeing them play quite good football, and here they are again.
Taiku, chance up this right-hand side. It's a nice ball in. There's no numbers though, and Jarvie can deal with it. Built not sure who to find, and there's a foul. Eastern Suburbs will take it. The Wanderers fans aren't happy with that one. And you can see the fourth official here coming over into the Hamilton Wanderers dugout talking about the language. And Michael Built laughing at the crowd of his old club. Of course, it is a huge game for Captain Michael Built playing against his old club, and Stephen Hoyle kicks that free kick out, gives a thumbs up to the supporters next to him. The atmosphere is insane down here. I don't know how much you can hear in the ESAFC TV live stream, but the crowd is really giving Eastern Suburbs a little rack up, but Hamilton crowd.
It's what you love to see, though. That's proper football, you know. Like, when players make mistakes, the crowd should get on their back a bit, and I think we should do the same. It's maybe not the nicest thing in the world to do. You don't have to be nasty about it, but, you know, let them know.
Yeah, a bit of banter, you know. Have a bit of fun with it, and I think the players love it. I think, you know, that Stephen Hoyle, Michael Built, they're enjoying themselves. These are the kinds of games you play for, you live for, right? And hopefully the Eastern Suburbs crowd do the same to Hamilton when the time is right. Good little strike there, Joe Knowles, though. All over it.
This is the chance that Hamilton want. Derek Taiku to try and pin Stephen Hoyle and get these guys on the ball. It's Pratt.
Pratt had the time there to probably shoot, but...
So that's the exact play that Eastern Suburbs need to try and stop, is Derek trying to pin Steve. He holds him up well and then gets players in underneath, and you saw probably Xavier Pratt should shoot there. And
Carloa, miss kick there. That's not a penalty. Wanderers fans aren't happy about it.
Good recovery from the original mistake.
Great defending there, Stephen Hoyle. Hopefully he's got it in him to kind of last the whole match rather. You know, he's dealing with a back injury, Stephen, and kind of on pain meds to deal with it. And yeah, I mean, he'll get up for this. He'll play through the pain, no doubt. He loves these kind of matches, so hopefully we can see him last the full 90, maybe extra time if it goes there.
I think one thing to remember, though, Bonnie, is if he can't last the whole game, we've had Jaden playing there all season, and he's been terrific, so not too worried if Steve can't quite make it through, because we've got a very good replacement on the bench.
And it could have gone either way. I mean, Jaden could have started there and been replaced by Stephen. They've gone with this way, but yeah, like you say, it is a solid bench, and Jaden Van der Heijden and the other options. So Carlo is struggling to get out a little bit, finding the options. And a nice step there, Fincoe, and Thurston's knocking it long to Michelle, but the execution wasn't there. Don't know if Jarvie knows about the player he's got on his back. He deals with it for now. Someone as well, like the likes of Addison Stewart, you know, he's been a threat for opposition teams this season for Eastern Suburbs, and to bring him on and his energy in the second half, that'll be good for Eastern Suburbs, no doubt.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see him at some point in the game coming on.
Oh, strike there on target. That was definitely looking in, and Joe Knowles again deals with it. He's had a busy afternoon so far. So we've got plenty of time this first half for a goal. That's a big foul there on Michael Bilt, who's rolling around. I'm not sure if he's being dramatic and being funny or if he's actually in pain.
Don't think so. I think when Bilty goes down and he's staying still, usually a good sign. When he rolls around, I'm always a bit worried. Like, you know, I've known him for a long time now, and when you see both and look, the physio's getting called over, I think it's a bit more serious than these Hamilton fans are making out to be. Pretty sure studs on the ankle from Brock Messenger, so I'm not sure why he's not got a yellow card.
And Adam Thurston, we know he's got a boot on him, so here's a chance for Eastern Suburbs. I mean, if Eastern Suburbs can keep this first half goalless, you know, playing into the win and not conceding, that's going to be awesome. But a goal as well, that'll be hard to come back for Wanderers.
Yeah, I think if we get another chance, we probably need to take it, because, you know, going a goal up when you're playing into the wind, and we won't get chances continuously. Hamilton will tighten up at the back. They will not want us to get through so easily. So if we do get a chance to score, let's take it.
Adam Thurston taking this free kick. They've sent Stephen Hoyle up, Ari and Raj. Hoyle's at the back post, and they've dealt with it. Wanderers now a chance on the counter, and Calvin Carlo, a great defending there. A nice tackle on the halfway line.
Terrific. Just slows the play down and allows our boys to get behind the ball and stops the threat.
That was promising, that free kick, Adam Thurston. Goalie, you know, got a little punch to it.
Yeah, it was probably just a little close to the keeper. I think it was nearly perfect though. You saw Arian challenging the goalie for it, so maybe a couple yards and we're looking at a different story.
Would you always put Adam on these free kicks? I mean, we haven't had him all season. We've had the likes of Michael Bilt and others, Jaden, taking free kicks, but would you give it to Adam every time now?
Always. He's the best set piece taker. No disrespect to the other players, they're obviously very good, but
they would probably agree.
Yeah.
He's out for a throw, and interesting here to see whether they'll use Jarvie or Lisette to take a throw in. both who can throw a long ball into the box. Tyler Lisette looks like the man for the job. Nice throw. Carloa defending well, and the referee's caught a pull in the shirt from Taiku on Carloa. Another free kick here, and Adam Thurston again stepping up to take it. Now, I'm not sure how many of you watching the live stream today have us on Eastern Suburbs on Instagram. If not, you should go and check out our page and chuck us a follow. But we've posted a hilarious TikTok that you need to go and watch. Adam Thurston taking the free kick. Again, Oliver in goal, deals with it with a little punch out, and Opperman looking for the pass back to Lisette. Bit much on it, and that's a good little turn there from Raj. A through ball to Hoyle, who was offside, but Oliver dealt with it anyway.
Terrific play in the middle of the pitch there from Aryan Raj. I mean, that's just him showing that used to be a midfielder, still got it. Technically, terrific player. And
it's bold there from the back line, you know, Stephen Hoyle up the top to continue playing up there after the set piece, and Raj to, you know, have that confidence in the middle. And that's what we like to see at Eastern Suburbs, you know. We might have a formation, but if, you know, players can kind of play anywhere. It's good to see. I know we do a lot of that on the women's side, and just being brave, you know. So yes, as I was saying, go to the Eastern Suburbs Instagram and check out the TikTok we've posted. It's absolutely hilarious. It's kind of a little game day banter we had, and we've had some good response and some good laughs. So go and check that out at half time. I think you'd appreciate it. We kind of replicated what the boys would do as some pre-game prep, and that was a good chance there. Hamilton Wanderers, it's out for a corner. Good corner on the back post. And I'm not sure who's running there. Number 7, Mike Jones. Running to Joe Knowles. I think that's out for another corner.
Yeah, Joe's just got a touch on it and got it off the bar and over the top.
They're looking pretty threatening there, Hamilton Wanderers, off the set pieces.
I think particularly on this left-hand side where the right-footed player Jordan Lamb can take in-swingers, it's quite dangerous. You can get it really close to the goalkeeper with the wind assist.
And Lisette deals with that one. Bit of a miss kick there from Wanderers off the set piece. Hoyle. Can hear Hoani Edwards on the sideline wanting his team to step up, and now I'm not sure if Jaden Vanderheiden is just standing up or potentially warming up, and it could be an early substitution. Perhaps the swap wasn't how they anticipated it to be between Stephen and Jaden, or maybe someone's suffering an injury out there. Potentially an early change for the Lily Whites. We're not sure yet. That's just me preempting from what I can see down in the dugout. Taiku, it's a good touch, but he is offside.
I think we got doubly lucky there, Derek being a tad offside, and then he's not actually had a very good shot at goal. He's done brilliant to bring the ball down, but that's that pass. We've got to stop it into him because he's their danger man. No reason to panic though. I think we've been good, organised, and that's super important, making sure that you stay in the game and weather the storm. Make sure you get through the tough moments.
Jake Michelle does well to bring it down. If you're just tuning in, welcome to ESAFC TV. It's great to have you here. It's been a pretty even game so far. Potentially Hamilton Wanderers slightly having the upper hand, but I think that's been due to the wind they've got behind them. Eastern Suburbs probably a few more shots on target, and no doubt will be dangerous when they do have that wind behind them. Hit that subscribe button down below. We'd love to have you here on our channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Derek Taiku been a real threat for the visitors this afternoon. Moose, who would you say has been a standout from the Eastern Suburbs side?
So far it's probably one of the boys at the back doing really well. I think Kelvin's been good so far. Arian's been pretty good because obviously a lot of the play's been down that end, but you can't fault the work of the guys who are in midfield and the guys who are up front. Just been hard for them to kind of show their personality on the ball because we have been defending quite a bit, so obviously you're naturally going to say a defender's been pretty good. I think Joe's been good as well in goal. He's made a few good saves already, so
I'd probably like to see the likes of kind of Adam Thurston and Tyler Lisette get into it a bit more. We haven't seen much of them, and probably, you know, what they're capable of. And as you mentioned, that has probably been because we've been defending a lot with playing into the wind. Nice strike on target. Joe Knowles does well.
Terrific hit from Joe Harris, their centre half. He scored a wonder goal against Western Springs, actually. So something maybe to be aware of and careful of. He's got a very good shot on him from long range there, centre back.
Opperman almost knocks it out for a corner there. Thankfully, Joe Knowles sends it long. Wanderers still coming at us.
I think Opperman was trying to chest it back to Joe there, but it's actually chested down and it's hit his leg, and then it's turned into a back pass at that point, so Joe's had to kick it instead of being able to pick it up.
Eastern Suburbs still looking to play out from the back where they can here, and it pays off. Jackson Jarvie, he's just so fit. He's gone from the 18-yard box to halfway basically in no time. Some nice play here from Eastern Suburbs, building up from the back. Jake Michelle looking for Jarvie. He does well. That's a nice tackle there from Mark Jones. And Wanderers can't get out like Eastern Suburbs can, and Eastern Suburbs will win the throw here.
That's the kind of play we're used to, though. That's terrific build-up from Suburbs, and then a good ball to stretch it. It's just Mark Jones, obviously, he's very up for this game, and he's come in with a really good tackle on Jarvie.
Opperman.
He's had a few tugs at Stephen Hoyle's shirt there, Derek Taiku. He's proper gamesmanship, you know, and I think he'll continue to do that all day. He got pulled up for one there on Calvin before, and
Stephen Hoyle. Opperman just shouldered off the ball there.
I'm not sure you heard Kane Winterskill complaining there, but I think it's a fair call. You've seen Jake Michelle get shoved in the air when he's gone to jump for the ball.
We've just seen assistant coach Kane Wintersgill come up and get his analysis footage from the commentary box up here, and which is actually scheduled outside the club rooms. Which means we are nearing half time, goalless at the moment. It's been a pretty even match-up between the two sides in the Chatham Cup. Eastern Suburbs doing pretty well considering they have been playing into the wind, which I think is dying down a little bit, would you say, Moose?
Yeah, unfortunately I'd say, because obviously it would have been nice to have wind assisted second half.
Good shot there. Joe Knowles read that well, see it was going out, not get a touch on it.
Really important to concentrate now, a few minutes till half time, got to be tactical, yeah. You can see Kane saying get up, there's not much point in playing short, risking turning the ball over in the wrong areas of the pitch.
It's a nice kick out over halfway there from Joe Knowles, and Thurston a foul there on halfway, not what we wanted. Wintersgill not happy with that call.
I think it's a poor decision from the referee. I think Adam Thurston's quite clearly got the ball there. You can see from the camera angle. The referee was just in the wrong position. He couldn't see.
And
so far, positive first half though, would you say?
Yeah, I would agree. I think Eastern Suburbs, considering they have been playing into that wind, and we've got a strong bench. I don't think we need to use the bench yet. Would you agree?
No.
Unless, of course, there's injuries.
I think keep the starting 11 on for as long as you possibly can. Obviously, making sure the performance levels stay high, because there's always a possibility of going extra time and penalties. You can see 2 additional minutes here at the end of this first half.
And we can hopefully in that second half see a bit more freedom from the likes of Adam Thurston and Tyler Lissette as we play with the wind behind us in that midfield and getting creative. Michael Bilt as well.
I actually think that Michael Bilt will be the route in for Eastern Suburbs. I know obviously Adam Thurston, terrific quality. Jake really good at holding up the ball, and I think that those two things combined should be able to get Bilty in to have a few chances at goal himself.
Coe can't quite find Opperman out there. Foul there, Jackson Jarvie. That was probably silly, and he's going to get a card for it, a yellow. Probably reckless foul there, and I think Wanderers will set up for this one. They've just had the cue from their coach. That's not the kind of play we want at this point in the half, is it?
Yeah, I think that was a tough one because we had guys kind of getting back behind the ball. Sometimes it's better to foul them when you haven't got many players back, but when you've got players back, obviously you shouldn't be fouling them.
So we're saying that was a strategic foul there, eh? From Jackson Jarvie, not bad.
Potentially. I think we shouldn't get to that point though, you know, Finn Coe a bit sloppy on the ball in the midfield, giving it away. And
here we go, can Wanderers get the edge just before the half? And Joe Knowles says no, and I think the referee will blow his halftime whistle any second now. Eastern Suburbs dugout just saying send it long, get rid of it. And there it is, folks, half-time here at Medill's Farm. The clash between Hamilton Wanderers and Eastern Suburbs in the Chatham Cup semi-final. It's great to have you here on ESAFC TV. We'll be back in a short moment. It's Eastern Suburbs 0, Hamilton Wanderers 0. Hello and welcome back to Medill's Farm. I'm a little bit puffing a little bit from all the excitement down on the ground, and we're back underway for the second half of the Chatham Cup semi-final, and oh my goodness, it's been exciting. We've had no goals yet, but it's been a pretty good half of football. My name is Bonnie Jansen, and I'll be taking you through the rest of the match this afternoon, joined by, of course, Jake Moose Belly, aka Moose, next to me. And Moose, thoughts on the game so far?
I think, yeah, like you said, it's been a good game of football so far. I think even though it's 0-0, there's been chances, like it hasn't been boring, but I think definitely a case of both teams really don't want to lose. And sometimes when you're really concentrating on not losing a game and you're playing with a little bit of fear, it's hard to try and fully commit yourself to going forward and scoring.
Now, in the first half, we had a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers, so we're going to make a new challenge. We're going to try and hit 1,200 subscribers on ESAFC TV. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. We'd love to have you join us. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I think you can already see the effect of the wind. I was talking about it, and it's actually picked up again. It was dying down at the end of the first half, but hopefully now, yeah, we're going to see a lot more of the ball with Michael Bill, with Adam Thurston, with Jake Michelle.
Yeah, because you were talking about the wind, Moose, in the first half, and kind of us wanting to play into it, and then into the wind the first half, and then have it behind us in the second. But I went down at half time, and everyone was kind of like, "Oh, wind! It's not windy here." So, but I think you're right. It is picking up a little. And we may have made a good call with that one, to play it with it behind us in the second half. Tyler Lisette coming over here for the big throw. Haven't seen much of Lisette this afternoon yet. Hopefully playing more attacking this second half and can get him moving the ball and not defending as much. Stephen Hoyle, he's right up the pitch. Good muscle up there. He's done well to come out of that one, Stephen Hoyle. Lisette interfered by the referee, rather. And Wanderers come away with that. Karlua deals with it nicely on the halfway line. Raj still high up, and same with Stephen Hoyle from that set piece. Love to see the bravery from Eastern Suburbs. Karlua again. Eastern Suburbs come out pretty confident in this second half. However, Taiku, dangerous on the counter. Wanderers.
Terrific defending from Kelvin Karlua again there. It's 3 in a row. We'll talk about key matchups on the pitch as well, and I think, like I said, Steve up against Derek, but the other opponent he's got to worry about is obviously Kelvin, and he's so good for us at the back. He has been for years.
And it has been a pretty even match. Eastern Suburbs, a few shots on target. Likewise for the visitors. But no goals. The referee called the free kick the wrong way, and the Wanderers fans were not happy before he corrected it.
I think Jackson's got to be careful, you know, that's another foul, and you got to remember he's on a yellow card too. But there's another foul, and Finn Cowie booked as well. Young boy's just a little bit over-eager maybe. I think get a senior player in the team just to tell them to keep it cool. You don't always have to win the ball, you know. Sometimes you can just stop them from playing forwards, and that's all right. So that's Finn Cowie and Jackson Jarvie now on yellow cards. You can see Jaden Vanderheiden head into the changing room there. Potentially
they'll bring him on. Is there anyone, Moose, do you know, sitting on a yellow card today that if they were to advance through to the final couldn't play?
I think the only player who was in danger of that was Addison Stewart, but he is okay now because...
Oh, chance here for Eastern Suburbs. Adam Thurston. It's a good run and it's a huge cross, but well outside.
Yeah, he slightly overran it there, Adam. I think fingers crossed if we were to advance to the final, obviously the boys today, you know, putting in a big shift and getting ourselves there, but you've got to give credit to the guys who have helped us along the way. Like honourable mentions to Dan Champness, Rehan Carlson-Dutois, Chris Nyker, Reece Davies, Declan Viljoen with a massive performance against Fencibles in the penalty shootout, you remember. You know, guys who have gone on and aren't playing with us today, but have definitely helped us get to this point. And even some of the boys who aren't on the bench today but played in earlier rounds, you know, Iman, Blake Inder, Ralph Rutherford, forgot to mention him.
Little stop and play here for an injured Hamilton Wanderers player. Nice step there from Tyler Lisette. It's been a bit of a scrappy start to the first half. We haven't really seen, second half rather, we haven't seen too much consistency. And Finn Cowie there, I don't know what he's done. It looks like he's just...
His foot got caught in the ground by the looks of it, and his knee is just...
He looks to be in a lot of pain here. And the ref stopped the play immediately. He kind of just dropped down, and not ideal for Finn Cowie, who seems to be in a whole heap of pain. Maybe potential ACL, twisted his knee, or...
I'm really hoping not, because Finn's done his ACL before, and I'm not sure if it's that knee or the other one, but it is a very, very long recovery time.
And thankfully Jaden was already warming up and potentially going to be brought on. Not sure if the intention was to replace him with Finn Cowie or not. And do you bring straight swap into the midfield, or you put Jaden back into the back line?
Straight swap into midfield, just like for like.
I think Jaden, you know, can bring a bit of calm as well. He's quite a good distributor, and no doubt he'll be an asset to the team. I mean, he has been the last several weeks, and hopefully nothing serious here for Finn Cowie, who's up on his feet again, but he is limping and he's going to get a clap off from the crowd.
Unlikely to continue. Jaden's stripping off and getting his white shirt on, so I think his afternoon's done.
I mean, if he's walking, is that a sign it's not ACL? He's pretty unhappy though. You hear him smack the dugout.
Maybe it's not too serious of a knee injury, but it's, you know, you don't want to be carrying players who are, you know, got knocks or who have got...
And here it is, the substitution, number 29, Finn Cowie coming off, replaced by Jaden Vanderheiden. It was, of course, injury influence and Finn Cowie ending it, but we did see Jaden warming up, and I would have to say it was probably going to look like that anyway, Finn Cowie. And a shame for him. He said, if it was a few minutes earlier, maybe he wouldn't have been injured. So Jaden van der Heijden will slot into that midfield alongside Tyler Lisette. And Jake Michelle not happy there. He reckons he's been pulled down by Messenger. Opperman's dealt with that one. Just out here for an Eastern Suburbs throw-in, and hopefully, this game settles down a bit. The football's not been as pretty as it was in the first half. Of course, we need a goal before the end of the 90 minutes, otherwise we will go to extra time, 15 minutes each way, and then a penalty shootout if it's still drawn. Nice set there, Raj. Adam Thurston looks for the little flick. Harris all over that one, and Taiku. Some nice footwork. It's a good run, and Stephen Hoyle defended well, and
I think actually
he does well, and he wins the Eastern Suburbs throw. It's good defending though.
I think it was actually Tyler Lisette who's made the intervention. He's blocked Derek Taiku off, and it's allowed Steve to take the ball off him. It's great work from him, and so you were saying, maybe we're not seeing as much of him on the ball in this kind of game, but he's making important contributions like that, so just as important in my opinion.
Love that from you, Moose. And Jake Michelle. Oh, it's a nice little ball over the top. It'll fall for Michael Bilt. He needs some numbers and support. Oh, looking like it'll find the back post. It's a good clearance there from Mark Jones. And that was a real chance for Eastern Suburbs. It was a nice ball over the top to Michael. Set
Really
piece
good
here.
play. Yeah, really good play. Unlucky, I think, because we get a runner across the front. Maybe they score that. He was probably looking for Jarvie at the back post.
Oh, good little play. That's got to be a penalty, and the referee calls it, and that's a penalty for Eastern Suburbs. The crowd goes nuts, and Michael Bilt has won his side a penalty. Do you think that's a penalty, Moose?
Definitely a foul. Definitely a foul. It was terrific corner play, but obviously the point the Hamilton Wanderers bench and players are making to the referee is that they think it was outside the area. Now, if it was on the line, it's a penalty. If the contact was on the line, definitely a penalty. But if it wasn't, then it's a free kick. And the referee's taken a long time to look at it, and he's decided to go for a penalty, which obviously we're happy about, because it's a much better chance.
It's not like he can go to the VAR, can he?
Yeah.
He is going to go talk to his lino. And Stephen Hoyle stepping up to take this penalty. Is that an interesting call?
I don't think so, actually. I think you look at the National League season from a couple seasons ago, and Steve Hoyle, when he was playing up front, was a penalty taker for us. I know, that we have those forwards on the pitch, but Steve is.
And there's
Steve
a little.
forward.
Looks like a little. Like the referees are still deliberating. The goalkeeper of Hamilton Wanderers, Matthew Oliver, came over and asked for the ball off Stephen Hoyle, suggesting it's a free kick outside the box. But the referees are still discussing whether it is a penalty or a free kick. Now, if you've just joined us, Michael Bilt was taken down outside, inside the box, right? Inside. And so, the referee has awarded a penalty by the sounds of the Eastern Suburbs crowd. And there's a lot of Eastern Suburbs kids standing right behind that goal. That's got to be intimidating for Matthew Oliver in goal, but also Stephen Hoyle, who's taken the pressure.
Yeah, I think I'm not...
Oh no, he's handing it over to Adam Thurston, which I think is probably a wise decision considering Stephen missed the penalty in the round 4, I think, against Fencibles, or round 3. So this is huge here. Eastern Suburbs a chance to go 1 up. I think they were potentially looking like they were going to score Eastern Suburbs anyway with that run from Michael Bilt before he was taken down. And here we go, Eastern Suburbs, Adam Thurston. It's a goal there for Eastern Suburbs. They're celebrating. Adam Thurston scores and takes the edge for Eastern Suburbs. I've got goosebumps. The crowd is celebrating huge. Eastern Suburbs 1-0 up in the Chatham Cup semi-final here against Hamilton Wanderers. And the music's been turned up. The crowd is loving it. I'm loving it. Moose, how do you feel?
Obviously, ecstatic about the goal, and it's got the crowd right up for it.
And the referee has his card out, his yellow card up. Not sure if it's for a... He's given it to someone on the bench. I'm not sure who. It looks like a physio or a strength and conditioning coach for Hamilton Wanderers. But nonetheless, Eastern Suburbs up 1-0 from a penalty. We'll take it.
We will take it. I think there's a lot, obviously I'm super happy. The crowd's super happy. I think from a non-biased point of view, though, a lot of controversy surrounding that goal. Number one, was it inside or outside the box? Because it was definitely a foul. The second point, which I heard Derek Taiku making to the fourth official, was that the lino apparently said that he was in an offside position. Now, if that's the case, I've got no idea why the referee's gone and then overruled the linesman's decision and said it was onside.
Well, interesting stuff, and no doubt the people here on ESAFC TV are going to be skipping back on their YouTube feeds and going back and watching the replay of that one. But Eastern Suburbs have the lead, and things are looking good, but Hamilton not down and out, and they're going to be coming at us now. Just like this play here. It's a nice ball in, Joe Knowles. Is it too early to kind of slow down the clock here?
Yeah, definitely. There's still a lot of time left in this game.
So a good 30 minutes, is it?
Yeah, we've only just passed the hour mark, so I think there's definitely at least half an hour to go, because we're likely to see a fair bit of stoppage time.
And this is when, you really put in the shift from both teams. A goal changes the game immensely, for both sides, and Eastern Suburbs are going to have to, 1-0 lead isn't much at all, especially when it comes from a penalty like that. And a card here perhaps for Taiku, who's taken down Raj on a header. That's pretty dangerous play. And Aryan Raj holding his back here, hopefully not too serious, because he's been unbelievable for Eastern Suburbs, not only today but this season. And if we were to advance through to the Chatham Cup final, we're going to need a player like Aryan Raj. So Hamish Donison, the physio, will come on and treat him. No doubt Eastern Suburbs can, soak up the minutes a little bit. Score predictions, eh? I've seen the comments down below. Score predictions now, Moose. What do we reckon?
I had 2-1. I don't think I'm going to go away from that either. I think, I can see Eastern Suburbs scoring another goal. Hopefully it's the next goal, but I still think Hamilton have got a goal in them. I'm not saying they definitely will score, but if the chance falls to the right player, you've seen them, good build up there and the ball's gone across.
I don't think we're going to concede. That's my prediction. I think 2-0 now. I mean, I said 3-1 at the start, but I think Eastern Suburbs have probably dealt with some of the, the toughest play so far, and they've done well. It's not been pretty, but they've dealt with it, and I think I'm going 2-0. You're going 2-1. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go away from my original prediction.
Yeah. Well, Arian seems to be okay. He's holding his neck, hopefully not too serious here. And looks like someone else is heading into the changing room to get his shirt perhaps some substitutions coming on for Eastern Suburbs. We do have the likes of Sam Twigg, who's been a bit of a playmaker for us in the midfield. Addison Stewart, Ryan Verney, who is an unbelievable player. And Raj looks to Lisette. And the sun's coming out here at Medill's Farm as well. Things looking positive. The ball falls nicely for Jake Michelle. He's onside. Some nice footwork. And well defended there from Wanderers. Kelvin, though, steps in and wins it. Van der Heijden. Some nice play here from Eastern Suburbs. And a great switch of play. Stephen Hoyle, that's the ball. Out to Kelvin Opperman. Nice ball into the middle of the park. Michael Bill. This is some nice football here, Eastern Suburbs. And the ball's going to fall for Jake Michelle. And it is a free kick anyway. The ref's not going to play the advantage down on Adam Thurston, and Hamilton Wanderers aren't happy. Was that a foul, Moose?
It was definitely a foul, but I think the complaint Hamilton are making is that we got the advantage. Jake got the chance at goal to score, and yet he's brought it back again for a free kick. Look, maybe I think this is something that, happens a bit in the Premier League, is that when you're playing at the home ground of a team, sometimes the referee might just give you a few more decisions than you would get if you were playing an away game. Now,
don't say that, Moose. We don't want the fans watching today thinking we had the upper hand for the referee. I think, I know what you mean, though. It's a tough call there, and Jake Michelle, I think the upsetting thing there is Jake Michelle didn't finish that chance. That was one-on-one with the keeper. Yeah,
exactly, and but the thing is, like I said, I think that could be considered the advantage. I think that's what Hamilton is saying, and we've got another chance, a really good chance right outside the box. Adam Thurston will be licking his lips at the chance of trying to put this ball in for his second goal of the afternoon, and he's terrific from a dead ball.
And Adam Thurston stepping up to take this one. You can see Addison Stewart and Sam Twigg getting ready to come on, and Ryan Verney. I'm not sure who they would replace at this stage, because, Jake Michelle, does have goals in him. We'll see out this play right now, though. What do you reckon? Top left? Underneath? Adam Thurston into the wall. Well defended there from Hamilton Wanderers. Nice defending there, Tyler Lisette. That's what you were talking about earlier, Moose, is those tackles that we just need Lisette to kind of slot in and do. And
look, sometimes it's a day where it's tough for midfielders to get on the ball and play. There's not much space in there, but it's also a day where you need them to be winning their 50-50s and making important defensive contributions, and he's been doing that so far.
Nice step here from Jake Michelle. No, it is a foul. They will go back, and number 10, Dylan Morris, not happy with the fact Jake Michelle's allowed to do that.
What I do love,
and that's a huge tackle there, and it's got to be a yellow for Kelvin Opperman. That's the third yellow for Eastern Suburbs. He knows it. Wasn't a nice tackle, but we probably don't need the rage from Wanderers. That's what they wanted, a card. It's not a red card, is it? But
no, I think he's frustrated because he's gone past them, and they want the chance at goal, not the set piece. But it's part of football. It's tactical football from Eastern Suburbs. Sometimes you foul players, and they're trying to protect the lead.
Chatham Cup semi-final doesn't have to be pretty.
No, you've got to expect, that it's competitive, and you've got to expect gamesmanship, and it's a big part of football. Yes, it's not the pretty stuff, and it's not what you maybe encourage, but this is like a top level in New Zealand, and clever players.
Eastern Suburbs, great little punch out there from Joe Knowles. And Tyler Lissette, those long legs. Good little step and play, and the crowd's gone nuts for him. Oh, I'm getting nervous, Jake. Jake Moose. I don't think I've ever called you Jake before. That's how nervous I am. Moose. And I hope you're all tuning in and enjoying the game here. About 20 minutes left to play. Of course, there'll be a bit of extra time with the stoppages from the penalty that Eastern Suburbs scored. The controversial penalty.
Yeah, been a few injuries as well. Obviously, Finn Coe and...
A nice touchdown there, Adam Thurston, and it's a good little dink over the top from Vanderheiden. It's going to hold up for Jake Michelle. No, it's not. Oliver. And Jake Michelle, he's been given a bit of a hard time up there. I don't think he's you know, kind of holding the ball up. I mean, he's holding the ball up, but he can't. He's not being allowed to do much with it. Maybe that's Hamilton's strategy today. And
I think it's just good defending, just good defending from Hamilton. You've got to give them some credit. They've dealt with our threats up front pretty well so far, and obviously we know how good our boys up front are, so give them the respect they deserve. And
nice ball in here to Taiku. Can he do something with it? He'll be trying to win a penalty, but it's pinched up by Thurston. No, they'll go again, Hamilton. They're definitely coming at us. Nice defending there from Michael Bilt. It's out for a goal kick, is it? Yes, it is. That's well done from Michael Bilt. And Eastern Suburbs hanging on.
I think that's just an example of the game, though. Like, that's, you know, one of our forwards, and he's back defending right on his own goal line. I think both defences today have been terrific for the most part.
I think if it were to end here, and Eastern Suburbs have scored off that one, you know, that one controversial penalty, I don't think you could say that's, you know, that's unfair that, you know, Eastern Suburbs weren't deserving. I think I've got to be biased, but I think we have been the better team probably all round.
Yeah, I think we've slightly edged it as well, to be fair, so, you know.
And Adam Thurston, 1v1, it's a great strike. Oliver will get a touch, and Jarvie went for the strike, could have potentially looked for Michelle in the box. It's out for a corner, and we love to see these kind of opportunities from Eastern Suburbs. It is a substitution, and Calvin Opperman, I think he forgot he had one up because he started jogging off and then realised, actually, no, we're out 1-0 up, I'm just going to walk off. And I don't know if they're going to change the structure here, but it's number 8, Sam Twigg, coming on for Calvin Opperman. Yeah. I've not seen Sam play on the wing.
No, it'll be Bilty will go into the wing-back position. You'll see Sam Twigg come into midfield. So slight change. You'll get Adam and Jake playing up front together, and then we'll have an extra number in midfield.
They've done well, Eastern Suburbs. Can they hold on? Get another one, maybe. Stephen Hoyle out the back of this corner trips over the bald horse. He'll be laughing at himself, but hopefully it's not going to cost us. And another pull of the shirt I just saw, but... Jake Michelle wins a throw-in. Don't know what's happening here, but the referee has called a white throw. Jackson Jarvie coming up to take this one. And Bilty dropping into that wing-back, a good shout actually, because he's a great defender.
Yeah, well, you know, we've got something to protect now, and he's great at getting up and down. He's one of the fittest players in our team, as you'll know, and he always gives his absolute all. I think just as much as it's a good chance to defend, I think it's a great chance to attack as well. You've got Calvin and Bilty on the same side of the pitch, and
They work great together. Again, Tyler Lissette just here on the halfway line. He's been putting in those important tackles. And there will be another substitution here. It's number 15, Ricky Singh, coming on for number 19, Aaron Bayliss. Morris with the throw-in for Wanderers. It's a big one. I'm getting very nervous. So is the crowd. It's very intense down here. Honestly, if we went to extra time, I don't know if my voice would last. Joe Knowles, surely. Safe. Nice. Now, if you've just tuned in, we've got about 15 minutes left of the Chatham Cup semi-final, the clash between Eastern Suburbs, Hamilton Wanderers. It's been a pretty even match. I mean, we're even being biased up here on the Eastern Suburbs channel, but it's hard to pick a favourite team so far. But Eastern Suburbs do have that edge from a controversial penalty. Controversial in the means that we're not sure if it was a penalty or a free kick outside the box. And there's a push in the back on Derek Taiku. The referee won't get his card out, thankfully, on Stephen Hoyle there. So a nice little tactical foul, perhaps. Stephen knew he wouldn't be able to keep up with Taiku, but it is in a dangerous position. Set piece here for Wanderers.
I'm not a fan of that free kick that Steve's given away, actually, because Derek's facing away from the goal. I think all he has to do is just hold him up. This gives them a chance, and this is what they want.
Here we go, Eastern Suburbs. Got to keep this one out. It comes close. It's up in the air, and Joe Knowles, what a save. What a save. Right on the goal line. Hamilton's going to still have it. And is it too big? Oh, Michael Belt, nice. Touch it out to the side, and Kane Winterskill clapping his captain for that clearance. And it's still in a dangerous position, Hamilton Wanderers. We'll have, at least 5 minutes of added time. So that's probably about 20 minutes left of the game. And chance here for Hamilton. Luckily blocked Adam Thurston. He's got to do something with it. And Stephen Hoyle, centre back, the bald horse. Is that a horse? Wait, no, it's Stephen. He's just bald and he's still going, and that's got to be a free kick. And there's class play from Stephen Hoyle.
Terrific run that. I think Derek will be gutted there, because it was actually a Hamilton player that's blocked the shot. It wasn't an Eastern Suburbs player, and it's resulted really well for us. Steve obviously with a great turn of pace, and then he's cut inside and won us a free kick in a promising area.
Adam Thurston stepping up to take this one again. That's just absolute brilliance. Class from Stephen Hoyle, my coach. If you didn't know, Stephen Hoyle coaches our women's premier side here at Eastern Suburbs. He's also vice-captain of this team. He's also centre-back. He's also clearly a striker. And he's also our community director. What else can he do? He can't stop talking, that's what. Adam Thurston here. It's a nice ball in. Michael Bilt. It's out the other side. And Wanderers, Matthew Oliver in goal, looking to take this one quickly. They don't have much time left with Eastern Suburbs playing the way they are. And Eastern Suburbs really need probably another goal. It's too nerve-wracking to be playing just 1-0 up at this stage in the match. Adam Thurston sitting down here. It looks like he will be replaced by Addison Stewart, but Sam Twigg maybe goal scoring opportunity, and Jake Michelle, it's a nice strike. It's a clean strike. Matthew Oliver though, all over it. And I think it is going to be Adam Thurston coming off, and Eddie Stewart hopefully going to bring some energy. What did I say? I said 2-0. You said 2-1.
Yeah.
Nice step there, Jackson Jarvie. It's out for a throw-in, and here is the substitution, Adam Thurston, who's going to kneel down and tie his shoelace first before coming off, because he's a smart player like that, and he will slow down the clock. We love to see it. We love to see it. Is it too early to slow down the clock now?
No,
10 minutes to
definitely
go?
not, definitely not. This is the time
Is there 10 minutes, James? Producer James, 10 minute, giving me the nod. He's giving me the nod. Folks, I hope you're enjoying it here on the live stream. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Adam Thurston getting a clap off, our goal scorer. It's great to see him back, and here comes Eddie Stewart. We know he's got energy in him. We know he's got fight, and hopefully he can do the job for us the last 10 minutes. Here we go. Big throw coming in hot from Hamilton Wanderers. Oh, nice, Aryan Raj. Nice, great step, and it's off a blue foot, but the linos missed it. So Wanderers will get a throw, and Jarvie's done well. Again, he'll knock it out for another throw. Even the Suburbs ball kid getting involved.
I'd love to see the Suburbs ball boys time wasting. Ball comes to him, throws it away from the Hamilton player. I know it's not in the spirit of the game, but...
Can the ball kids get carded? Surely not.
No, they can't, so...
Tyler Lissette, nice wee clearance there. Messenger. Michelle, right back at you. It's out for a throw down the other end of the pitch. It's just what Eastern Suburbs want. It's really getting to the gritty end of this match. It's been a thrilling one, even though there's only been one goal and it was a penalty. It's been exciting. Kane just really trying to slow things down. Offside here. This is what we want. Derek Taiku. They've defended him well all afternoon, Eastern Suburbs. Stephen Hoyle, he's been a rock at the back, leading his two youngsters alongside him, Calvin Karlua and Aryan Raj. Jaden Vanderheiden's come on and done the job, would you say?
Yeah, he's been good since he come on. Again, like, not a game where you particularly stand out, but you just have to come in and you have to do a job.
And here we go, another substitution for Hamilton Wanderers. It's number 11 coming on, Jordan Shaw replacing number 21, Tesco Grunwald. It looks like a fullback replacement. You'd probably, the Hamilton coach would probably be telling him to bomb on as much as he can and try and get something. Hamilton just need one, and, if that happens, the momentum changes. But Eastern Suburbs looking good. Oh, and Jackson Jarvie, pretty big that one. Hamilton Wanderers not having a chance to set up for these goal kicks. They're just taking them, and it's going to hurt them. Sam Twigg finds Stewart, who can he get a cross in? It's a pretty soft, poor cross, but...
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea from Sam Twigg. He's just slightly overhit it, and he sent Eddie Stewart a bit wide. What he wanted to do was maybe put a little bit less on the pass so he can have a shot at goal or cut it back from a better position. Look, I think with not long to go now, it's pretty clear what's going to happen. Eastern Suburbs are going to try and eat up the time as much as they can. They've got to play tactical, we're not going to play too many short balls. It's going to be putting the ball in the right areas of the pitch.
Just 6 minutes left to play here. It's a chance for Eastern Suburbs after their unbelievably rocky season to make it to the grand final of the Chatham Cup. With, you know, COVID, suspensions, injuries, you name it, everything's hit us. And we're somehow here at this point with 6 minutes on track for the grand final of the Chatham Cup.
I think, yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, you've got to give a big shout out to the boys who have helped us to get here. And you know, they're not here today. A lot of them gone back to America. A lot of them have, you know, headed overseas to different teams, for example, which is something we want to encourage. Guys pursuing their dreams, but their contribution in the earlier rounds of the Cup.
So, Moose, if we win, do we ditch the commentary and run down and celebrate with the team, or what's the plan? We'll see out. We'll talk a bit. We'll analyse the game, and then we'll go.
Yeah, look,
we'll go run down and give them high fives.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to think too far ahead.
Okay,
I'm hopeful, but I don't want to.
No commentator curse.
Exactly, that's the one.
Stephen Hoyle looking long, and I actually am feeling very nervous right now.
Yeah. Xavier Pratt with the ball out wide. It's
looking dangerous. Hamilton Wanderers a real chance. Sam Twigg does well. Oh, he's trying for a penalty. That's hilarious, isn't it? The way he fell there. You can hear the Eastern Suburbs crowd just laughing at that.
To be honest, like, you know, obviously we can have a laugh at it, but if I'm Sam Twigg there, I'm turning around and I'm having a go at him, because that's clear simulation and cheating, really. Like,
it's not the play we want. I mean, of course, Eastern Suburbs, whether that should have been a penalty or not, it was definitely a free kick. There was definitely something in it.
Yeah, that was a foul for sure. Whereas that he's flung his leg out, he's made a big meal of it, and it was pretty obvious that he's just trying to win something.
Thankfully, the ref saw it just as we did.
I think if Dylan Morris sees that back, he'll be wondering why he didn't hit the chance first time originally, though, because the ball fell to him and he's taken a heavy touch, and it's just allowed Sam Twigg to get round the ball. Throw in here from Bilt. That's the tactic that we're going to go for here now. Just put the ball down the line, get it in the right areas. Big energy needed from Eastern Suburbs here to get themselves over the line, and concentration is super important as well. Don't give away cheap free kicks.
Oh, and that's a soft foul there. Jackson Jarvie not sure about that one, but Hamilton will look to take it quickly. There's not long to go now. Arian got to deal with this one, and he does. For now, Jaden Vanderheiden, well played, but Jarvie can't find feet. Have to get back behind the ball. A nice little dink over the top there to Mark Jones, who puts in a cross, and there's an opportunity here, blocked by Sam Twigg. They'll go again, Hamilton Wanderers. They've got to get rid of this one. Eastern Suburbs too much on it. Thank goodness for that one. That was it. That was their chance, Hamilton.
Terrific character from Sam Twigg. You know, Calvin's stretched for it, tried to win the ball, and it's just out of his reach, and Sam Twigg across on the cover and challenge. Like, that's the character that you need right now. Some terrific defensive performances from Eastern Suburbs this afternoon.
And there's not long left now. We know there's not going to be long left when that referee, that fourth official, reaches for his little electronic board to show us the additional minutes. He hasn't yet, but it shouldn't be far away. What should we do? A little time prediction? Is that a thing? Should we predict? I reckon 4.
Yeah, I can
4?
see 4 minutes as well coming. There's been
that's
couple
good.
Subs on each side. injury and a goal. 4 minutes by the
Calvin Carlo, a little run up top. I love this bravery from Eastern Suburbs in the dying minutes of the match. And Calvin fit enough to get back. They're going to need numbers though, Eastern Suburbs. Hamilton coming, and they want it so bad. Wanderers, it's going to be a long journey home. Can Stephen Hoyle put in a crucial tackle here? Is that a foul? The referee goes to his whistle, but no, it's no penalty. It's out for a corner though. 5 minutes there of additional time, and Hamilton aren't happy with that. Stephen's got to be careful.
Look, yeah, he's got to be careful, but I think the thing is there. I think he's actually got his body in front, and you can tell that it wasn't a foul as much because he's ended up with the ball. So I think, yeah, he's put his body across, but he was in front of the player anyway.
Chance here. They're just all falling down now. It's pretty embarrassing, I think, for Hamilton. You know, we don't really like football being played this way. I mean, it's about being tactical, but surely not go down for a penalty. But that's a good ball in, and that was a chance for Hamilton. I almost saw extra time. Oh my goodness, I couldn't bear it. I think if we went to extra time now, it would go the way of Hamilton, dare I say it. It would be really tough for Eastern Suburbs to switch that momentum that's been all Hamilton the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Heart and mouth moment, that.
Joe Knowles, got to go long here. 1 minute in, I think, probably, of extra time.
Very good foul to win that. Jake Michelle, he's done superb.
You can hear Kane Wintersgill yelling, put it in the corner, don't even try, go for goal, because we know Hamilton will just turn around and take it quickly.
Just don't want to risk the ball going to the goalkeeper because it allows them to push up the pitch. We want to stick it in the corner away from the goalie.
Oh, that's a nice little touch, and Michael Bilt, he's taken down, but there's no free kick awarded.
Potentially slipped on the ball.
We're probably 90 seconds now into additional time. Tyler's got to be careful here. Jarvie, nice. It's off the legs of Hamilton, no? Hamilton win the throw. Brock Messenger looking for a big throw, and nice. Well out from Jarvie there. What, probably 2 minutes in now to extra time. I'm trying my best to record it on my watch.
Big challenge here needed, first and second ball.
They've got everyone forward. Hamilton, chance, get rid of it, Eddie. He does well, and Matt Oliver in goal will knock a long one. Looking for Taiku. Jaden well up. And that's got to be a high boot, and it is. That is a high boot. And Jackson Jarvie, I'm not sure if it actually connected or he's gone down, but I mean, Jackson's a pretty nice guy. He wouldn't muck around with stuff like that. He suffers from head injuries a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think, look, it's a high boot, it's a foul. If he has been kicked, it's a sore one. If he hasn't been kicked, stay on the floor. It's tactical.
I honestly thought you were going to say he needs to get up and be a good sport. Okay, so I think we're about 3 minutes into extra time. I think we've got about 2 minutes left. You can see the Eastern Suburbs fans all off their seats, including us here in the commentary box. I'm sure you are as well at home. Stephen Hoyle looking long, looking for a corner ball, and Hamilton Wanderers giving it everything at this point in the match. They're going to go again, Hamilton. You can hear the young kids behind the Hamilton goal cheering for Eastern Suburbs. Wanderers, though, they're coming at us hot. Tyler Lissette can't clear that one. Wanderers, they're giving it everything, and that's a nice run on the back post. It's taken out a kid from behind the goal who probably, the ball kid. And it's still in play, the ball, after all of that ruckus. Addison taken out. That's got to be a Suburbs throw, and it is. The referee's awarded a Suburbs throw. Brock Messenger not happy about that call.
Gosh, again, I was nervous though. The referee put the whistle in his mouth, and I thought when Jackson and Mark Jones had a little tanglement around the back, he was going to give a penalty for the second time.
He's done that twice, hasn't he? He's put the whistle up to his mouth like he's going to call it, and he hasn't. I don't know if he's wanting to see more of a reaction, or, you know, like we shouldn't really see referees do that.
Sometimes you can get a tell from what the players do, and if the...
Maybe it's the earpiece. Maybe it's the earpiece from the linesman saying, no, you know?
Yeah.
That's when he goes back on his decision. Hamilton, there's about 2 minutes left. They're trying for a set play.
Terrific challenge from Sam Twig and Jaden van der Heijden there.
Is it going to go out? Yes, a throw is better than a corner. Well done, Arian. And this substitution, I believe... I don't know, maybe not a substitution. Number 9, Jordan Lamb. I don't know if he was trying to get a free kick there. They're going to take the throw. Joseph Harris. This is like final play. Kane asking how long's left. Derek Taiku. It's a good cross into the box. And oh my gosh, Joe Knowles. Go down on the ground. Thank you, Joe Knowles. And there it is. Full time. Eastern Suburbs. Absolutely gone mad. They have done it. What a run in the Chatham Cup. All these kids coming on the pitch. And oh my goodness, Eastern Suburbs have done it. We can't believe it. After the, you know, unbelievable season they've had, this is just absolute scenes here. And they've done it, Eastern Suburbs, through to the Chatham Cup Grand Finals. I've got goosebumps, Moose. How are you feeling?
Terrific. It's, you know, these kind of games, it's so much about the result, and obviously it's our first final since we won it in terms of the Chatham Cup. Great opportunity for us now, and obviously we'll be playing the winner of tomorrow's game between Auckland City and Wellington Olympic.
That is absolutely unbelievable, and what scenes... I mean, that's such great news for Eastern Suburbs, and Bliss comes on in the background, so that means we need to go, otherwise this video will get copyrighted. Thank you so much for tuning in here on ESAFC TV. It's been real. Moose, thank you. James, producer, thank you. It's been absolutely unreal. Thank you all for tuning in. It's Bonnie Jansen signing out. It's Eastern Suburbs 1 through to the grand final. Hamilton Wanderers 0.